Hello. This week we are talking about managing our emotions and our thoughts. And that is huge. It's a huge part of us having health and wellness in our lives, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of it. So if you have your life book, this is where our stuff is coming from this week in element 23. So chapter 23, master your thoughts and emotions. It's so good. So it's super important. Have you ever heard of stop, challenge, choose? Dr. Anderson introduces this in element 4, and he teaches us to stop and create some space between the stimulus of a situation or something that happens and our response to it. So we're not just doing knee-jerk reaction responses with our emotions and thoughts and that type of thing. So we can be more conscious and intentional in our lives. So remember to stop, challenge, choose, especially with it becoming the holidays. I know for me, if I feel anxiety or stress, I am hungrier and I want to eat. And so that is something that can be a trigger for me. Do you have any triggers? Maybe it's boredom. Maybe it's being tired. Maybe it is, anger or sadness or stress or worry, those types of things. So think about what it is for you. Maybe it's just celebrating. Like we do so many celebratory traditions that have to do with food, with holidays, or wanting to celebrate things. And that also is emotional eating. So think about that and what your triggers are. And then I want you to remember stop, challenge, choose. And in element 23, Dr. Anderson really goes a little bit deeper, and he asks us to identify our feelings and our emotions. Just to take some deep breaths, close your eyes, and identify what you're feeling. If you don't feel anything at the moment, think back to maybe a recent experience, something that did provoke emotion out of you, and identify that. When you identify it and you say, what is this? And why am I feeling this? What is this emotion telling me? And what is at stake? And how is this affecting what is important to me? If we stop and really answer those questions, if we're angry about a situation, he gives an example. If you're feeling conscious anger, which is appropriate to a situation that was, unjust or whatever, that feeling helps to give you feedback that something is not working and needs to be addressed. So as opposed to allowing it to fester and kind of go below the line in the drama triangle and to gossip about it or, that type of thing, recognize the emotion and ask yourself, what is this telling me? What is the purpose of this? And then just like when we talk about stop, challenge, choose, when we stop, we feel that emotion, we recognize it, we ask ourselves and challenge it. What is this telling me? What's going on? We can choose something that is going to be a healthier option for us than maybe some unhealthy ways we've dealt with emotions in the past, so that we can still get that same reward, what the purpose of that emotion is, teaching us or telling us or warning us of. Or maybe it's an emotion that we want comfort. It's an emotion that, it's teaching us something. It's fulfilling something. And when we recognize that and identify it, then we can find a way. What's another way that I can receive comfort? Maybe I'm lonely. Maybe I need to call a friend. Maybe that would cheer me up instead of turning to the pantry. So these are some things that help us. And so I encourage you to read chapter 23, element 23 in your life book about those. And in element 4, it starts talking about mindset. So that's kind of the precursor. Like element 4 is like the prerequisite to 23 almost. And you don't necessarily have to read that one first, but they are both super helpful about creating that healthy mindset and learning how to manage our thoughts and our emotions so that we can have a higher quality of life. I want to challenge you to do that exercise, kind of a meditative exercise where you breathe and close your eyes and feel what emotion you're feeling. Identify it and ask what it's doing for you. So try to use that exercise throughout this week, especially when emotions are high, or, things that our society or our country are divisive. Like, it brings up a lot of emotions. Everything happening with COVID and having restrictions, put upon us because of that brings up emotions, right? So there's a lot of good opportunities we have to use this and to get to know ourselves a little bit better, and to get to know how to address our emotions and manage our thoughts better in our lives so that we can have true joy. Thanks so much for listening. And I'm also including some awesome recipes because it is getting cold outside and it is soup weather. So I'm going to include a link to a bunch of healthy soups. Hopefully that will be something that excites you and helps you to move forward on your journey. Have a good day.